So good evening, everyone. And thank you for tuning in. I'll be your presenter this evening. And I believe we are going to share and we're going to learn something from today's presentation. Mine is to maybe encourage the people who are already in the group. The presentation is very short. The presentation is very simple. But for me, I'll say that one-on-one is one of the key presentation, because this is where we meet our clients for the first time. This is where you give an impression of who we are. This is where you give an impression of what you do and also present yourself. So before I even start doing the presentation, I want us to learn a few things on the importance, of course, of doing the presentation and how you're supposed to do the presentation. And I believe each one is going to learn. So maybe before we get started, you can, sorry?
Frida, tilt your screen kindly. Put it on landscape.
Yeah, sure. Is it showing?
It's showing, yes, but I want it on landscape. Just you're using your phone, so just tilt the screen.
It's already tilted. Just a minute.
Yes.
So Frida, how to put it on landscape? The part when you go to the drop-down menu, there's that orientation. Go to the drop-down menu, and then that lock orientation, unlock it. Yeah, now you can put your phone as if you're watching a movie. You can now tilt your phone and hold it. You can now tilt your phone and hold it as if you've understood?
Yes.
The phone, not.
Don't zoom, just the phone. Just turn your screen. Turn your phone screen.
It's already turned.
Okay.
Maybe I proceed and then it's going. I don't know, because it was working even initially. Right now, I was using it.
Ndio ikuwe yani screen mzima, isikuwe ni kama ikuwe ina cover the entire. Turn your phone maybe right ama left, maybe one. Right or left. Landscape. Right now it's on the portrait mode, but landscape. But it's okay. Okay. Hata hapo kwa Zoom, perfect.
Sawa. It's working now?
Yeah.
Sorry for that. So let's get on. So one-to-one is not meant to sell forever or convince customer. It's meant to offer solution to their needs, educate them enough to wanting them to coming more. So when it comes to one-on-one, what I can encourage each one of us is that when you meet a client, you should not meet that customer because you just want them to join forever, or you want to convince them on that particular meeting. One-on-ones are meant for us to, create the excitement, create the energy, make sure that person is already in moods, like wanting to know more about this introduction of maybe the products, or is more interested to learn about the business. Because if sometimes you try to convince, you might be convincing someone to do the business, but maybe this is a customer you're talking to. Or sometimes you find that you're convincing a customer who is supposed to be doing actually the business. So in a nutshell, what you're supposed to be doing in a one-on-one presentation is to create the excitement. You can share the products that you've been using, because when you call that person, I believe you've called that person to come and share what you are doing, and so that you can feel their opinion. But at the end of the day, you want to create excitement to this person so that you can come learn more about Forever, maybe to become a customer or even to become a business person. So when you try sometimes to convince, you might be doing it actually wrong. And that's what you say, one-on-one is supposed to be very brief. One-on-one is supposed just to, to tell someone why you joined this business. One-on-one is just about tell that person that exciting the products that you are using from this company. Of course, even the earning you can also mention, because sometimes when you're presenting, you're not sure whether this person will be joining the business or will be your customer. Yeah. So other thing that we can also learn is we have to be prepared. And our preparation starts from our mind, our have right mindset. When I'm talking about right mindset, I'm talking about you going to, when you are meeting someone, what are you first thinking about that person? Being positive, being optimistic. Sometimes we like judging, and you realize if you judge someone and say, this is just a customer, he's just there, and you are not sure that this person is joining to do the business or not. You realize even your energy of even doing the presentation comes down. You realize the excitement, because you've already, in your mind, you've already put that this person might not join. So this evening, I want to encourage whoever is in this meeting, that anytime that you are going to do a one-on-one, whether you're going to share the products or whether you're going to share the business, your mind, you should be optimistic. You should be positive that this person is going to join the business. This person is going to use the product. Think everyone as a diamond, because for me, I always say that if this person actually found time to come and sit to you, to listen to you, this person is important. And if this person is important, then it means each and every person that you do a one-on-one is very important. Is giving you is 30 minutes, is giving you is 40 minutes, is giving you is 1 hour. So you need to do like your best, because you don't know this person's reaction, and maybe you are talking to your diamond, you're talking to the right person. So do not judge, just be optimistic that even if you're going to share the products, of course we also want to sell, because we are also looking at the retail business, growing your clientele. We also want to do the business. So we're also looking at this person, maybe you're presenting the best opportunity to him, that maybe this was the opportunity this person was waiting for. When we talk about convenient location, try and find out a place that you and your, especially for the customer, it is convenient to that person. Forever being a home-based business, I know many people especially in Europe country, basically they do it at home. But remember, sometimes home we have our children, and children are very, they are very, I won't say that kids are bad, but kids are very, they just want to hang on with the parents. So sometimes they might not give you that humble time to do the presentation. And then also even the place, it might also be a very noisy place. And this already hinders the communication and what you're about to tell the customer. Again, maybe you're looking for a location, this person maybe is driving, he has a car, and he comes where you've put the meeting, there's even no parking for that person. So this already interferes, and you don't want that interference right from the start, even before you're doing the presentation. Okay, maybe this person is also using a matatu. You need also to find, where am I going to meet this person? Is it convenient even to reach me? Not looking at your side, but for me, I always believe the customer comes first. So you need to look for a place where this customer, this prospect is comfortable. This place is quiet. You are able to communicate. This place is not noisy. Movement is less. There's less movement, so that person has prospect has more concentration. Then also having a decent pen is also very key. Yeah. And when I talk about pen, sometimes you realize, I remember when I started Forever, sometimes I could just pick up, I'm rushing to do a presentation. And when I'm doing a presentation, I realize even the pen I've taken, maybe it belongs to my son. And you realize even sometimes even those pens, they don't even have a top, you know, and all that. So by the time, you know, and you know, the first 5 minutes when you start a presentations are very, very key, because that is the time the customer is judging you. That is the time the customer is looking at you and like, hey, this is the person I saw on Facebook. He doesn't look the person that I was expecting. And you know, the moment he just puts his negativity about you, even that presentation, you won't be keen about listening to it, because he'll be, you know, trying to connect. Is this the right person I was looking for? So I'll say presentation. And the last point that you can see is be presentable. Presentable is basically being smart. You're presenting an opportunity that you tell people that it can change their life. So even your life needs to be, you know, look changed or look good, because you want those people to join you, so that even them, they can also start changing their life, whether it is health or it is financially. So that presentation, you need to be very presentable. You need to be tidy. You need to be very, you know, clean generally, you know, all what I mean. And of course, we can talk about, you must have a one-to-one business presenter. You're meeting someone, you were presenting an opportunity. And you just mentioned, you know, you're just talking casually about Forever. You don't look serious if you don't have that one-on-one. And that's why a one-on-one business presenter is put for us, because one thing, it gives us guidance. Second thing, it makes us look serious people, yes, in the business, because you're following and you're showing that person the next thing that person is supposed to be thinking. So sometimes if you don't use this book, you realize you end up even talking more, and sometimes you may be talking irrelevant even things. So having that, then again, I can talk about the time limiting a bit. Keep it short and simple, yeah, because you realize when you keep it short and simple, you force yourself to focus on more important aspects. You know, you are going straight to the point. You're going to the important points. You're going, you know, you're not telling that person what the things they're not supposed to be, knowing. You avoid wasting time on unnecessary details. You know, yes, that's more. You keep your prospect engaged and easy to follow. So when you talk about keys, keeping it simple, have the simplest way, like you're training a child, you know, because if you complicate it, remember you yourself, you know more about Forever. You have a lot of details about the Forever. If you start talking about those details, this is like a person who has just come to school for the first time and he needs to understand about this company. So you just need to go straight to the important things that this person is supposed or is needed, or the things that are important to that person at that particular time, right? So because if you tell them a lot of things, okay, information is good, but you realize after 30 minutes, the concentration is no longer there. So you need to utilize your 30 minutes. And through that, that's why I have categorized your presentation. You know, you start with your story. 2 weeks ago, we had Marian who taught us about giving out your story. And when it comes to your story, minimize it for at least 3 minutes. What we can learn as distributors, let us have our story at hand. For me, I even say, even if it means you cramming your story, then you better cram your story, because you realize sometimes you may take 10, 15 minutes explaining your story, and it's not supposed to be that. Remember, we are creating energy. Remember, we are creating excitement. So you might talk a lot, which is unnecessary. So if you write your story, we can even take December. December is remaining with almost, let's say about 10 days. You can say these days, because people are in holidays, I want to take my time and just write, you know, just a paragraph. You know, speaking why you joined Forever, what you were doing before, what interested you most in joining Forever, what Forever has done for you so far, and how you see yourself, where are you going? You know, those are just 4 points that you can have. I mean, a 2-sentence, a 2-sentence, a 2-sentence, a 2-sentence. Even if it means cramming, for me, I say it is okay, because you realize, let your story flow, let your story be the same always. Because you don't have to come with this story. Next time you're doing another presentation, you have a totally different story and you are the same person. So having your story in a paragraph makes you use minimum time, and also it makes you also use very few time and use the necessary information. When it comes to company introduction, I've given it 5 minutes, because when you talk about company introduction, you have to explain to your customer about this company. Remember, there are so many companies that have come in Kenya, and everyone knows about those companies. So you cannot just come and present a product without telling them who are we, where are you coming from, how heavy is Forever, who we are. That person might come, having that notion of this might be another company, just like the other that I was or I've had, or these are like just River Road, products that are made in River Roads. So when you talk about the company introduction, it puts you in place. It makes that customer get to understand, wow, this company is huge. This company, because you'll come and mention about the products. Later, you're coming to mention about the kind of incentive that Forever offers. What kind of incentive will Forever offer if the company you've already presented looks small? So the company has to be, it has to be serious. They have to know where we are coming from, where it started, what we do, anything extra that Forever has. And of course, we are going to be looking at one-on-one, and we are able to see maybe, what the most important things that we can mention on this company. Product information. When it comes to information, kindly avoid taking your catalog and going through your catalog entirely. Originally, you are supposed to come with the products that you're using, and just about 10, it goes much, maybe 15 products. You even work with the products that you use. Because for me, I always feel like when you're using the products that you're using, the customer is able to feel, the customer is able to touch, the customer is able to smell, and of course, we are going to see that in another span of 10 minutes. Then of course the marketing plan, the incentives, takes about another 10 minutes. And of course closing. And closing, this is where definitely we need to ask question how the customer feels, but we are going to look at through on that. So basically, this is where the presentation begins. The power of Forever is the power of love. Of course, you're showing the customer that this is the right place to be, because this is the place where we love people. This is the owner of the company, and owner of the company is one loving person. And it tells us that one of the greatest sources of illness today is an empty wallet. Of course, you can negotiate and ask customer, but how do you feel with an empty wallet? The customer will tell you, maybe I feel sad, emotionally disturbed. Sometimes we feel sick, but you realize it's actually just lack of income, lack of money, and all that. So if you want to decrease the number of people suffering, just give them a chance to earn a honest living. And this is exactly what the owner of the company is trying to do to us. So as we go through this presentation, he'll be offering an opportunity for us to increase, to change our life, both in health-wise and also in pocket-wise. When you look at that picture, this is extraordinary people. This is where about our life changes. And I love talking about, I love events, because Forever, apart just from doing the business, this company offers events, and we have one event which is called Success Day. This is where people meet, and they share their stories, and it's really impactful. So we have fun, we dance, we sing, and it's really, really good. When you tell that customer, remember I told you presentation, it's about creating excitement. So if this person loves fun, this person loves networking, this person loves, this is one thing that already she's saying, wow, there's fun in this business, there's love, there's, all these things. So again, at this particular time, ask your person or a prospect, if money was not an issue, tell me, what will you do? And this particular time is basically you're discussing a customer. Others will tell you, I would love to travel. Engage that customer. Let it just be a discussion. Because sometimes you realize customers have questions, and by the time you just talk. In the end of 30 minutes, you realize even most of the questions have evaporated. For me, I prefer we engage our customers. When you treat at here, of course, we all have dreams, but you want to hear from her. And it makes you keep on engaging that customer, so that he doesn't he's there body-wise, but maybe mentally he's not even there. So when you ask a question or you engage a customer, you bring them back to your presentation. Of course, he will tell you, maybe I love holidays, education, pension. Yeah, and of course, these are some of the things people have achieved. And of course, we came without having this, and many people who've done Forever, they've been able to get that flexibility. Others have got that extra income they're looking, pension that you've mentioned, school fees. Others come here without even knowing where to get the school fees, and Forever is enabling them get that. So you are are sorted, your dreams are sorted. More and more, then we go to the next presentation. Of course, now we talk about the company, and this is what I was meaning. Now, this is the second bit of the presentation. Company, of course, makes the customer understand who you are. And he knows this is not a small company. He knows this is not just any other company, because at this particular, you are able to tell them that the company was formed in 1978. So far, you're operating over 46 years old in the business. That already tells the customer, wow, all that time, 46 years already. That when you talk about the 46 years old in the business, that gives the stability. That shows the customer that this company is stable. For it to operate 46 years, remember this person. We've heard about companies that come 10 years and they're 5 years, 2 years and they're longer. They're 2 years and they're longer. But telling the customer 46 years old, that is the stability, of course. Operating over 160 countries, this gives you an opportunity to operate internationally. You might be in Mombasa, but you can have customers in Dubai. You can have customers in Canada, because once you join Forever, they're able to connect. It's just such a huge, you work under a big umbrella. You're in Mombasa, but that one does not stop you from, building a business in other countries. And by doing that, you're already making the customer feel, wow, I can earn an international income, and you know that. So of course, doing business in health and wellness, whereby this is actually a multi-trillion-dollar global company. That already tells you that, every person wants to look young. Every person is looking. You realize the extra activity people, the way people are thinking. It's either someone is in a gym, whether someone is walking, people are sick, they need medication, people want to age aggressively. Every person now is looking for a health product. So this is the right company to operate with, because you have your friends, and your friends will also love this. There's also you, because it has to start with you. You have to use, and I'm sure I'll share with you the kind of products that I'm using, and you are going to get interested. You've mentioned about the company. When you look at this slide, sorry, I've interchanged, because I prefer talking about the company, then I come to the products. So of course, you mentioned the vertically integrated. We are the largest growers in the world. We research our own products. We do not send our products to go to a certain research for testing, to check the ingredients, to check the quality and all that. The company has its own facility, from the process of the plantation to the processes of manufacturing, transportation. Everything is done within the company, and we are vertically integrated. Beside that, this company has investment. Any country that they go and they are doing well, they want to buy investment. They invest in hotels, they invest in game parks, they invest in anything that can be income generating money. And you know what? All that money comes to be in a pool, and that's how we get our profit share by the end of the day. Because funny enough, this company gives profit share. Whatever profit they make, 3 to 4% is given back as distributors. That creates excitement to the customer to hear, wow, I can also become a profit shareholder of the company. And already showing all this shows that the company is, of course, stable. I'm joining a stable company. Yes, then we go to aloe now. Why aloe? Why aloe? Give benefits of aloe, support digestion health, promote immune system. And if our immunity is not strong, that's why we get diseases. Like we are weak. You go to people maybe who have a flu, your kid go to school, they go mix with other kids in the evening, they come back with a flu, because that shows the immunity is, and aloe is capable of building and raising your immunity system so that the body can fight on its own. Supports nutrition, give all the benefits of aloe that suitable for vegans, use daily to promote health and wellness. Then the kind of products that we have products for everyone. In our company, we have the drink. So if it's a family setup, mention that we have products for children, we have products for moms, we have products for our grandparents, we have products for your wife if you're talking to a man. If you're talking to a woman, mention also we have products for men. So you'll be spoiled for choices. And the kind of categories of the products that you are dealing with, we have the drinks, we have the big products, we have nutritional supplements, we have, you can mention why you need to supplement just in a brief. We also have sports and weight management. We have personal care, products that you can use at home for personal grooming, and we have skincare. And at this particular time, introduce the kind of products that you have. And I mentioned that if you use the product that, if you carry the products that you use at home, see like scrub. a customer is able to feel how our scrub looks like. You can even give it a try depending the time that you have. Look at the heat lotion. When you open up the heat lotion, the customer is able to smell and feel, wow. You can even take like apply it here on the neck or the head, and you can feel the impact of it penetrating deeper up to the 7th layer. You know, you have a roll-on, open a roll-on, you tell them this geo stick, you know, you can keep it, you can use it for 6 to 8 months. You just roll it like this, you take it down like this, and your children, they can use it, because we are trying not to use product with aluminum salt. We are also not, our products don't have alcohol, because we're also encouraging the Muslims also to use it, you know. So alcohol also encourages the darkening of the armpit. So this is one of the, you know, good products that you can use. Remember, you are showing what you use, because through that, the customer is able to get excited, because he wants to feel, he wants to taste, he wants to smell if something is to do with smelling. And those just about of course, the aloe vera that you're drinking, you're trying to touch each and every category. That should basically take about 10 minutes. I discourage myself to go through the product catalog, because you realize most of the time when you're doing the one-on-one, when it reaches the products, you know, you want to open up that catalog, and you are there explaining the drinks, you are there explaining the supplements, you are there explaining about weight management, and you realize sometimes that takes a lot of time. Remember, if this person is interested in joining forever, he will join in forever, because after the presentation, you have to follow up with a business to invite her for the next business presentation. If this person is a customer, he's a customer. But what you're trying to do is you are introducing, even mention the products that are on offer. Currently, we are having Forever Kids. It's on offer. Maybe at that particular time, you know that this lady has. We are having offer because people are liking it. Remember, you are creating excitement, and as you're explaining the product, even this customer is listing. Even me, you know, normal human beings, we want to use what others are using. And that's why you find it's always used, when you use a product, you find it's easier to sell, because you tell somebody this is what I use, and when you give your experience, they also want to feel the same experience that you felt. So you find it's easier for them to use. So if you use the product, if you explain using the product that you're using at home, you realize somebody's like, even me, I want to try this. So even me, I want to try this. So at that particular time, you're mentioning about the products, the children, the wife, they're also registering, wow, that is good for my wife also. Even my wife will use this, even my baby, I'll also buy Omega. So you're already, you know, even if this person won't join the business, but it's like is already listing the kind of product that he will get started with. So product, give it itself at least 10 minutes so that you are able to mention at least 10 products. But if you can manage 15 products, but always have the physical products. For me, because I always feel somebody can even buy the products immediately. Yeah, instead, because when you use the catalog, you realize you might spend about almost another 20 minutes explaining the products. Remember the essence of one-on-one. You're meeting this person for the first time. We said the essence is to create excitement. The essence is to let that person want to come to Forever, to know more about this company that you excited her or him about. Yeah, so you're already done with the products. Let's go to, of course, now we are starting on the marketing plan. You're introducing the network marketing. At this slide, why I also I mentioned more about it is because it is going to answer a question that customers ask about why don't you stock your products in the supermarket, or why don't you stock your products in shops? You know, why don't I see your products in shops when like I'm shopping and all that, in the malls and all that? And this is the time you need to explain what is network marketing, because you realize sometimes when you sit with many people, they don't understand what is network marketing. You know, they tell you, is that pyramid scheme that you're mentioning about? It is that binary you're talking about. And that's why when you talk to them, it's always good to make it clear, so that by the time they go home, they know this is not a binary. By the time they go home, they know this is not a pyramid scheme. Yeah. So when you tell them now, you differentiate between the traditional way of doing things. I prefer starting with the traditional way. We tell them the way. You can even pick a soda as something which is very common. Explain from, a soda has to go through growers, manufacturers, wholesalers, retailer, till the time it reaches you. And what happens with all these middlemen, it's increase of money, because of course, if I'm a wholesaler, it means maybe I'm buying Coke, I'm a distributor, maybe I'm buying from Coke from the main country, bringing, then I need to spend a lot of billions to bring so that I can sell this in bulk. It requires quite a number of money. But when it comes to the network marketing, it's a distribution of channel of goods and products or services that you have to pick product directly from the company to you. So you can join forever as a consumer. You don't have to do the business, and you buy the product directly to the company and get them at a discounted price. Or because I believe you also have friends, why would you not use this product? If you like them, I can show you how you can become a member. And then now from there, you can always distribute this product to your customer. In short, like all your friends will be getting the product from you. And through that, now it answers quite a number of questions to the customers that we are talking to, the people that we're expecting them to join the business. They are clearly, what is network marketing? They clearly understand why we do not stock these products in the supermarket. So it's a simple business. For me, that is what I say. And we only do few things. Number one, we have to use the products. Using the products will enable you get to understand them. Using the products will give you the experience that you want to feel. And through that, you'll be able to share the benefits to other people. So our business is very simple. We encourage you to use. And once you use, you'll share to your friends what you feel through the products that you've used. And that now gives you a way on how you can build a team. Building a team, we just need to partner with very few people, about 2 to 5 people or 2 to 10 people who are like you. People want to use good products, people want to look healthy, and also people who want to do what? Make an extra income. Of course, I'll elaborate all that as we move on. Yes, and we have now different income sources of income. Like you can join forever and you become a retailer. A retailer is basically that person who have used the products, and because he loves the products, is able to get about 15 to 20 or 20 to 30 customers be sharing this product and make about 1,000, 2,000 on a daily basis, or make between 30 to 50,000 on a monthly basis. But for me, I can also introduce you another way. If you feel 30 to 50,000, it's not enough, I can also show you how to become a team leader. A team leader now, as you sell this product, you partner with about 5 people, show them exactly what you did. And what did you do? You use the product and you look the 5. Through that, you can make about another maybe 100,000 from this company. You see, your income is increasing. And this time you're telling that customer, they'll feel, oh, so I can move from 30,000 to 50,000. And of course, business developer. Business developer is that team leader who has grown to a leadership position, and now you are told to start making other people leader. Remember, I mentioned to you that when I'm starting this, I was starting the presentation, I mentioned that this is a business of love. Now, once you become a leader, you have to show others how to become leaders. As you are growing leaders, that is how the business developer becomes. And of course, more money as you move on. So I leave it here for you you will decide which one resonates better for you. But I'm always ready to explain each and every steps on how you can grow your business. Then, of course, we can mention about the case credit. Kindly do not go too deep on the case credit, but just ensure you let your customer know this is how we measure our products, because this is an international company and they want to have one understanding. Remember, I mentioned to you that you can build this business internationally. So the company ensures that if you have a business in Canada, if you have a business in Dubai, how are you able to communicate with these 3 people? You know, when you talk about Dubai, then it means they're using dirhams. Kenya, we are using Kenya shillings. But the company came up in a way that we needed to have one communication, because they've given a leeway for us to build this business internationally. So just saying like that, it's a simple way, and someone understand, oh, so CC is anyone who is in forever that uses. So anytime you buy the products, you get our points. So points are the case credit that I'm mentioning to you. And when you look at that picture, you can see that each and every product gives you the case credit. You know, yes. So straight we go to the profits, on how you can make profits. If now you want to become a retail person in the company, giving an example of an aloe vera, you can make, it's close, I think it's about 10.30, can make about, let me use just the 990, which is in the slide. So selling 2 bottles on a daily basis with aloe, you're able to get 1980, 2 bottles daily for 5 days, that's about 900. So you can decide even to be selling aloe vera, and imagine making yourself, like in only 5 days, you already have 10,000. And this is the time you can also engage customer. You tell them, imagine you're being paid 50,000 at the end of the month, you waiting for 4 weeks for you to come and get only 50,000. This is a way on how you can say, before, as my salary comes, and which is not enough, I can make 2,000 to 3,000 on a daily basis through this. So retail is also good. It keeps us going. We are able to afford fuel. We are able to afford credit here and there. We are able to do even house shopping using the credit, and many things that we go through on a daily basis. Instead of us getting stressed, where will I get 2,000 or 4,000? This is one way that I can show you clearly. It has helped a lot of people. It has helped me, and it can also help you. Yes, then come to the marketing plan. Remember, don't go too much into details, because by this time, the customer is already excited and he wants to, he's ready to buy the products that you've just mentioned. So when you go deep a lot, sometimes you might give a lot of information and customer might even change his mind. But remember, our meeting, I keep on repeating this, and I'll repeat it again, that one-on-one are meant to create excitement. One-on-one, you are sharing to customers what you do. One-on-ones are not meant to convince. One-on-one are to create, offer opportunity, what Forever offers. One-on-one are meant to offer the product, share with the customer what you use, what excites you most when you are in this company, so that you create that excitement to the customer. By the time you invite her for the business presentation, she's ready to learn more, because you already, kicked off that customer in a very good manner. Because when you go into details, you might even end up losing. So going to our marketing plan is very simple. We have 4 steps, and every steps that you climb up, you'll be able to earn more money. For me, I'll talk more about assistant supervisors on how to join. You can join with a 2 case credit, that is products with a 52,000, or you can break it in 2 consecutive months. Talk about the 70,000, start off 10,000, 15,000 in 2 consecutive months, raise 70,000, and you automatically become an assistant supervisor. So for you to keep on moving to the next level and the next level and the next level, what is just needed of you is to do the simple activities that I had mentioned, using the product, sharing the product, building a team, and coaching them. And coaching people is basically what you do is what you duplicate yourself to your people. So create that excitement, and trust me, you are able to move to the next level, which is a supervisor. And when you realize the discounts are increasing, a supervisor is able even to enjoy about 30 to 50,000, and you can see the discount on the products is already 38. Go work hard, duplicate your team as they work, as you guys, you're using the product, you're excited. This is able to move you to another level, which is called an assistant manager. That is, you've done 75 case credit. You can see the discounts are coming, are coming down. Of course, the higher you go, the cooler it is becoming. And the last step is manager. And manager, basically, that's a 6-figure earner. With 120 case credit, you helping your people, about 10 to 15 people, doing the activities that I've mentioned, you are able to become a manager. And through that, your business will just start exploring, because I believe that is the beginning. That is the icing on the cake. And through that, this is just an example showing you exactly what I was mentioning. You working with the 5 people, you just teach them the retail business, which I've taught you. You just teach them on how to recruit other people, of course, sharing the business idea. Then all through this activity, through the recruitment, through the retailing, you are able to get paid, because what Forever does, puts all that time together, and whatever little activities your team does, that's how you'll be getting paid. Because where you get paid is Forever appreciates you for introducing someone in this company. Remember, Forever could not come here to introduce that person on your behalf, but because you're working on behalf of Forever, you've introduced these key people to your network, and you've shown them they use this product, you've given them an opportunity, they can make that extra income. So Forever, anytime people shop from your team, they're able to give you something to say thank you. They're able to appreciate you on a monthly basis because of the people that you are changing their lives, through the products or even through the business idea. So the more you talk to many people, the more you are able to change life. And Forever is also able to do what? To change your life through the earning that they are giving you. This is a typical example on the way I was mentioning about the 5 people. When you look at on the left side, you can see duplication. You only started this business with 5 people. And then the 5 also, everyone wants to build a team. They also went and looked for their 5. So the 5 also went to look the 5. That gives you 1025. The 25 also, them looking each their 5, it goes to 125. And you just look in a span of a year or 2 years, you already duplicated yourself to 78,125. You know, this is incredible. Imagine you only started this opportunity with only 5 people, but 5 years, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, see the kind of duplication that we are talking about. Because you see, you only looked for the 5, but those 5 also went, they also have their friends, they're in school, the one they study together at college, they have colleagues at work, they have church members, even if it's mosque, they also know there are 5 people, because your friends are not my friends. Me, I'm only introducing 5 people on top of from my friends list. Then you also go and introduce yourself from your list of friends. And another one goes and introduce 5 people from, you know, and you can see how it's magical. You know, it's just exploding. And this already means income for you, because each one is able to do something small in the company. When you also look at the team size has also grown. You know, there are people, remember, who are there as customers. There are people who are there maybe as retailers. Remember, I told you, you choose what you want to become because you know the kind of income that you want to make. Some others are retailers, others are business builders, others are business developers, and you can see the kind of team that you have. And remember, you only brought this is great, this is magical, this is exciting, you know. And then apart from that, now once you become a business leader, remember I told you the third part of earning an income is becoming a business developer. How do you become a business developer? By developing leaders. So once you have like you become a manager yourself, then you have 2 managers in your team. Yeah, these are different lines, maybe from one side and another side. These people must be directly under you. Then you become a senior manager. Of course, Forever gives you royalty income. Forever is able to give you extra income from each leader that you make. Apart from the case credit that you make with the entire team, you get more from the leaders. And just see the way the system goes. 5 leaders, you're a soaring manager. I personally am a soaring manager. I have 5 managers in the team, growing more. We also have sapphire managers in this country, people who are growing to diamond, sapphire, and diamond, sapphire, we have 17 managers. Remember, all this is money. Every position you grow is money, money, money. But you are able to choose, what do I want? Whatever you choose, you'll be interested is what I'll be helping you. Remember, I told you also we have extra incentives, and Forever gives us incentives. Our first incentive is Forever to Drive. Wow. Yes, having a car is very good, because this enables you even to expand your business. This enables you to reach from point A to point B. There are people, of course, who come to Forever because they want a car. You've mentioned that you want to travel. I'll show you how you can travel. But of course, I have to mention about the incentive the company offers, because sometimes you get people who are really interested in buying this car, and Forever enables them get their first car, get their second car, get their third car. And remember, if you get the money, it's your choice. So for you, you told me that you want to travel. Now, when you get the 1.5 or the 2.5, you can use that money to do what? Travel to where you want. Remember, they don't give you the car like the car itself physically. They give you money. So you can decide to travel, as you mentioned to me that one of your dreams is to travel. And just see, we also have few people in the company. We have a lot of people actually, the entire East Africa driving their cars, not first car, not even second car, not third car, not fourth car. You can see people, all these people that you are going to meet them, people who are going to impact you because they've also grown in this business. Beside that, you also travel. You mentioned to me that you want to travel. Now this is it. Every year, this company offers 2 international trips. You know, we have every April and every October. These trips are fully paid for you, and you come with your partner. You can come with your husband, you can come with your daughter, your son, your brother, your cousin, anyone that feels that you want to travel with. Air ticket is paid for you, accommodation, and trust me, it's not just a small accommodation. Oh my God, it's not even a 5-star. It's 10, 13-star onwards. The places that I've gone, trust me, you will love them. I have pictures I can share with you if you for more, for you to see. You know, spending money is all inclusive. So anytime there's a trip, imagine you don't have to worry about how much do I need to carry as a pocket money? How will I travel? How, many time we want to travel, we think about so many other things. But let me tell you, this trip, everything is inclusive, including the pocket money that you use when you're in that particular country. So you are able to travel to different destinations. You are able to learn cultures. Because I remember even when you go there, they tell us to dress like, I remember going to Mexican, they tell you to dress like Mexican. And it's really exciting because it makes you learn, interact with people from that particular country and know more about their culture and all that. So it's a very exciting trip, and looking forward, of course, to travel with you. We have Eagle Manager. They are also a trip that Forever offers, the one now for October. And you can see different leaders that have managed. All these people, most of them are from Kenya. And of course, because I believe you are joining me soon, you'll be able to meet other leaders from this company. And these are the people that you'll also be traveling, and you'll be part of this team. And I'm looking forward. We also have inheritable, it's an inheritable business. This already tells you that this business you started today, it's a business that can be used in generation and generation and generation. So that means that, and God forbid, like if tomorrow you're not there, that business dies. No. From manager level, this business can be inherited. It can go to your husband, it can go to your children, and generation. So what you're starting today, it is going to be used in the rest of your generation. It will never stop, not unless they are not interested with the business. But of course, they'll find the money, they'll find the investment that will have invested. And I'm sure, who doesn't want money? They will want to continue with their mom's empire. They'll want to continue with their dad's empire. And it's really, really exciting because you are here today, you are starting it, but it's going to help the generation not to come, which is something which is very good. Many people don't start. It was a very good thought about through this company that they looked. So if you are interested, of course, definitely I will join you. I will register, which is free of charge. You don't charge any kind of registration. Then this will give you, will give you an international ID number. And why I talk about international number is because this number, you can use it to purchase products anywhere in the world. Anytime that you travel and you're not in Kenya, just have your number. You can walk into any Forever Living shop. And through that also, I mentioned that we have investments, we have hotels, we have game parks, we have resorts. So all this, you'll be able, once you give out your number, you'll be able to get the products, and not the product that enjoy the resort, enjoy the game parks at a very discounted price, because only what you need to produce is the number, and through that again, I'll be able to help you go through the planning. But beside that, I just have maybe one question that I can ask you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate my presentation? Of course, I expect the customer to engage you and tell you 7. That's already to tell you that you did a great job, and the customer is already excited about your presentation. You can discuss in a minute about that one question. Then go to the next question. From what you've seen or heard, what excited you most? Of course, at this particular time, you're able to understand whether this customer is interested with their business more, or whether this customer is able to, is interested with the business. So through that question, of course, he will engage and tell you, maybe for now, I would like to start the products and see how they work, as I also think about the business presentation. Still, that is okay, because I say the starting off is the most important thing. If the customer even picks 1-2 gel, remember this 1-2 gel, with time, sometimes you end up even selling over 20,000, because once they like one product, it's so easy for them to ask the deal stick that you had mentioned. Once they use the deal sticks and they see the benefit, it's so easy for them to remember the heat lotion that they smelled, they felt. Once they use the heat lotion, it's easier to ask for the scrub that they touch, they scrub themselves during that presentation. So whether someone picks a lip balm, whether someone picks 1-2 gel, it's a beginning of the great relationship. Remember, I mentioned that one-to-ones are building relationship. It doesn't have to end there. It can go up and up, and eventually this person might be a business person. So you can even bring someone on board who has used the product maybe for about even a year or even 2 years to become now a business person, right? So engage, and these particular questions, they will help you get to understand where that customer is. As I close my presentation today, as I close my presentation today, we also have the closing bit of it. And the closing, what I can encourage each one of us is ensure you invite the prospect to the next presentation. Okay, my point there is not complete, but you have to invite the prospect to the next presentation. You'll tell that person that coming this Tuesday, we have a business presentation that I want you to learn more from my leader or from whoever is going to be presenting. Yes, through that again, I'll expect you to give product flyers. Of course, you need to have a product flyer. Let the customer go and read more. I expect you to have a business card already that you'll issue to that customer. And of course, nowadays, because we have social media that it is really working very well, you can always follow up. Make sure you send the customer some product knowledge, and Pinterest is really working very well for us. So just ensure the fast moving products, those products that you mentioned, the 10 of them or the 15 of them, just get very nice posters and send to the customer. And maybe mention that the following are products that we had discussed during the day. You can get more details, and you can also send a product catalog. Yes, which we have on a soft copy, because sometimes you find there are customers who are very good in reading and they will read the catalog. They will want to know more information about the products. Give them that catalog. And of course, through that, keep inviting, keep following till this customer is on board. Of course, I mentioned you're able to relate whether this is a business person or a customer, but the most important thing that there's a start off point, whether this person wants to use the products, it is the beginning of that relationship. You keep on building that relationship. It will keep on growing. Eventually, this person is going to join the business. Sometimes you can get someone who's very excited. It's like, how much I want to join. Then now you can explain further, or you can invite them for a business presentation, the coming business presentation, the immediate one, maybe a day or two. Do not let that person stay for long. You do not call maybe after 5 days and tell them, remember, I mentioned to you that you'll be having a meeting on this day. No. Ensure within 48 hours there's a business presentation. If there's no business presentation, we have nowadays YouTube. Send him a clip, let him listen more, engage, ask him how he felt about the presentation, what he likes and all that. Through that is learning more. You are keeping the customer engaged. So eventually, maybe within a week or 2 weeks, he's able maybe to pick his box, or he's able to start his products, maybe choosing his products and all that. But the first 1 month, 2 months, keep on engaging with the customer, keep on encouraging them to join the meeting, keep on talking to them so that, they're able to remember, they know they're looking for money. Once now they join the business, as you take over for the planning meeting. As I close again, and what I would like to encourage each one of us is, it's December, it's holiday month. We might tend to relax, but for me, I encourage you, like I say, this is the best time to even talk to people. Yes, whether it's regarding the products or whether it's regarding the business, it's a good time even to collect contacts, because people are in that mood. And maybe people are in mood of engaging. People are in mood of spending. Remember, there's somebody who has been saving from January, February, all the way, and right now he has money. Whether it's 100,000 or 200,000, engage people. You might think it's Christmas and people don't want to spend, but you realize even now you can even get people who want to buy combos and join the business. People who can buy the products. People are going for holiday. You need to ask them, do you have sunscreen? Do you have roll-on? You have products they can pack when they're going for holiday. And through that, you've already started the relationship. Come January, you're good to set. So let's take as many contacts as possible. Let's just not assume it's a holiday. It's a holiday, yes, but it's also an advantage to us, because people have money. People are in the mood to spend. People are excited. So it's, for me, I find it's also a way on how we can close strong regarding our year and all that. So thank you so much for listening. I'm taking back the mic to Emmanuel.
Thank you so much, Frida, for the awesome training. I believe we have learned, and I can see somebody already saying that her confidence levels have been lifted so that we do this. Otherwise, I just want to wish all of us a good evening. Let's partake of what we have we have learned today, this evening, and take it to the next level. That is in terms of our businesses. So otherwise, I wish you all a very good evening. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.